All right. Feel it. You gotta feel it. You gotta feel it. Let's get it. All right. All right. Episode 3 brought to you by me, GySgt Monk, Station Commander of Gresham. Whoop-de-whoop. Check it. We talked about the enlistment process. We talked about what it is to be in the delayed entry program. Now we're going to talk about jobs. Some of the questions we get are jobs guaranteed in the Marine Corps. Yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. Second question we get is all there is infantry. All right, keep that in mind. Okay, check it. There's plenty of jobs. Roughly, I want to say less than 20% is dedicated to the infantry side of things. Everything else, 80% and above, there's a lot of jobs. There's a lot of jobs. Look at this. This is FY21 programs qualifications. Notice how there's a bunch of them back there. At the very top, it goes from aviation all the way down to open contract, which means if you really want to get out of here in the event that something happened, you're just not really, like, let's face it, not everybody's qualified for something. This is one way for you to maybe win the lottery on the job. Now, if you turn behind here, there's a bunch of jobs related to playing music. So is there the question of infantry? Is all there is in the Marine Corps infantry? The answer is no. No, there's not. Now, I will tell you the most popular job in the Marine Corps is the infantry. Yep, UH is the most popular job. And if you ever want to be involved in that community, you got to do it right now. All right, look, you got to do it right now because I'm telling you, it's popular. It's popular. I think the most UHs that we got, which is infantry, in a respective month might be like 7 or 5. It's one of those odd numbers, which means if you're interested in it, you got to make it happen right now. And when does that happen? When can we give you a job? Is it before MEPS, after MEPS? It is, like I said, it is after you have been picked up by your recruiter, after you've sworn into the delayed entry program. Immediately after you've done that welcome aboard brief, you can ask, hey, Mr. Recruiter Man, I want my job. What jobs am I qualified for? Notice how I said qualified, right? The reason why the Marine Corps does not guarantee you a job before you go to MEPS is because one of the few things can happen. One of the first things that can happen is you go up there and you become disqualified. Maybe you want a mechanical job, but it just so happens you don't have the vision required for the job. You can't see all the colors of the rainbow. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want nobody working on my gear if you can't see all the colors of the rainbow. You're going to get the positive mixed up with the negative, and next thing you know, we got a fire on our hands. So that right there in itself tells me you are disqualified. You can't work on anything mechanical, electrical. That's a lot of jobs out there. So that's why we can't guarantee it, because now you're going to go home a little bit sour-faced about having been promised a job before going up to MEPS and find out you're disqualified for it. Another thing, what if you go up to MEPS and you take the ASVAB and you happen to have failed it? I can't do nothing for you. That's something that you study for. I can't take it for you. All right. So there's different things out there that leads me to believe that something in the past has happened, and then that we put in different things that will allow you, the applicant, the future Marine, to have the most successful experience with MEPS and getting your job, going to boot camp, finishing your Marine Corps combat training, going to the school that you were expecting to go to. All right, because I tell you what, if I signed up for Motor T, right? I signed up for Motor T. I came into the office at the time. It was Staff Sergeant Marone from Vancouver. I name drop. I can't help it. He retired as I want to say a Master Sergeant, but when I came in, he asked me what I want to do. I said, I want to fix things that have engines and wheels. And I think I said that don't fly, which meant I wanted to be a Motor T mechanic. I got that job. But I only got that job after I went to MEPS, Beforehand, he says a possibility, no guarantees. After I went to MEPS, I signed it. He said guarantee. Shook his hand. I went to boot camp. I finished boot camp, went to Marine Corps combat training. And then after that, I went to my job school, which was in North Carolina, Jacksonville, Camp Johnson. Finished the school. And I asked, hey, can I go to Okinawa, Japan? Boom, Okinawa, Japan, I went, had a great experience. All the while, it all started because I made a decision. Right? So for you young cats out there who are interested in looking into the military, you got to make a decision. If you're interested in college, you got to make a decision. But you got to make it now rather than later, because someone before you will make it. Someone around you will make it before you do and take your opportunity from you, take your dreams from you because you didn't do something sooner. And I've been telling these cats the difference between you and me as far as rank is I came in before you did. That's there is to it. Now look, I was expressing the qualifications for some of these jobs, and you gotta have it. Marine Corps is not gonna promise you something if you're not qualified for it, because worst case scenario, you can't perform a job and now you got people's lives in danger. All right, Marine Corps is about that life. Here. Let me read you something. I'm referred to a job program code DD, and I'm only saying this because we got a person who is actually involved in that. And we got a person involved in that. His name, I won't drop his name, but he works as a linguist. All right. This right here is contract DD for anybody interested in cyber intelligence, crypto linguist operations and planning. Now, I wanted to, I'm going to put this up so y'all can follow along. You might have to zoom into it. But if you go to section 6 and we'll go to alpha, it says U.S. citizen, no waiver. All right. And may not have a dual citizenship. Okay. GT score 110 on the ASVAB. There is a 3-point waiver for it. And you'd have to have a cyber and a D-Lab score. And if you score above a 110 or greater, you can qualify for a linguist. You also must qualify for a top secret clearance. I have a secret clearance myself, but I do not have a top secret clearance. No conduct or drug waiver above the recruiting station. So above my commanding officer, nothing can go past them as far as a waiver. Can't be too egregious now. No conduct offenses, including those waived at the RS level. Nothing conduct related, because you got to get a top secret clearance. Nothing really. Just don't do it. Don't be a part of it. If you have the opportunity to get into it, don't do it. It's a 5-year contract because your school is long. Must possess a clarity of speech, because you might be qualified for a linguist. No marijuana of any amount usage of other banned substances within 30 days of being in the delayed entry program or direct ship, and high school diploma from a traditional type high school. All right, look, those are the qualifications for that one job. Notice how there's a lot of things out there that I have read that some of y'all might have been disqualified for, but someone might have made you a promise to be a crypto linguist, secret forces, something. And lo and behold, you were disqualified this whole time, but they made you a promise. I promise you right now, my recruiters, myself, anybody associated with this respective area of Portland will not promise you something that we cannot keep. But we also need you to do your part, which is, if you are interested in the military, you got to go down below, get in contact with us, marinecorps.com. That'll help you out. My phone number for this office is down below. If you're not from my area, I'll put you in contact with someone from your area. Like, look, we don't want individuals to necessarily join for a job, right? So let me backtrack. We don't want individuals to join for a job. If you want to join for a job, I'm going to tell you straight up, you need to go to the Air Force, you need to go to the Army, and perhaps Navy. They got, Army got a plethora of jobs. They can have specialized jobs. But looking into the Marine Corps, there's 185 elite warriors in the Marine Corps actively serving. There's roughly 30,000 out there who are in the reserve component of the Marine Corps, right? We're pretty strong as is. We don't need no more. We may need less. We might need less because we're too elite right at this point. But you don't join for a specific job. You join because there's a calling, there's a hunger inside of you that can only be fed by meeting the challenges and the rigors of becoming a Marine. See, boot camp ain't no joke for some of these cats out there. It scares them away, and that's why they won't want to join. They want the title of Marine, but they don't want to join. And I'm sorry to tell some of y'all, but you ain't cut out for this. You ain't made for this. You ain't built for this. You have to be built to be a Marine. Males and females, you got to be built for this. Because if you ain't built for this, that's why you're not in it. It's not that because you had a better job opportunity. Shoot, I could have been playing for the Oregon Ducks, Oregon State. I could have been a Beaver, you know what I mean? I could have been a Cougar. I could have been a Husky. But I felt that there was something I was being called to. So, yeah, I didn't join for a job. Although Staff Sergeant Marone, back in Vancouver, when I first walked in, or second time I walked in, he asked me about a job. I told him I wanted to work on things with engines and wheels, which was a diesel mechanic job, Motor T. That wasn't the reason why I joined. You know what I'm saying? Like, I joined because I wanted to be a leader. I wanted to be a leader. I wanted to be a leader. Can you imagine what it's like to be a leader of elite warriors? Like, y'all seen the movie 300. Come on now. Y'all seen the movie. Quit playing with me. Y'all seen the movie 300. That's what it's like to be a Marine all the damn time. I'm sorry to have slur, but, you know, that's what it is. If you can't feel that, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. Cats walk up in here and they want that. And that's the type of people we want to serve with. Because if they want it just like that, because that's the same way I came in, I think we got a common ground, baby. I think we got a common ground. Now, mind you, there's travel and adventure, all that stuff. But at the end of the day, the best stories, man, being told, you know what it is, man. Quit playing with me. Yeah, so look, I'm telling y'all don't join the Marine Corps because you want a specific job, although we do have the best infantry in all the land. Hands down. Everybody knows it. Other countries know it. And that's a fact. We got the best leadership training in any military branch. That's a fact. Our training's so good that we got other respected branches trying to come on deck to learn what it is to be a staff NCO, staff non-commissioned officer in the Marine Corps. A lot of staff non-commissioned officers go to this leadership course, and they're not even writing down notes because whatever it is being taught is the same stuff we've been putting in practice. These other respective members from the other branches are taking down notes. They think that they just ran into the golden goose. That's just stuff that we do every day in the Marine Corps. You know what I mean? Like, from day one, we taught to be a leader. Boot camp, I mean, yeah, you just, it feels like you're a peasant. But by the time you get out of there, you feel like royalty. You know what I mean? Man, boot camp was easy. Boot camp was easy because I was mentally prepared for it. I didn't go there to get a job. I came there to become the job. So yeah, one time, I was thinking about getting out. I wasn't sure of myself. Not that I wasn't confident in who I was, but I didn't know what I wanted to do. And I got the wise words of a well-aged man that said, look, if you love what you do, why stop doing it? And at the time, I loved the Marine Corps. I loved the Marine Corps because at the time I was in Okinawa and I was about to come to Miramar. And I thought about, like, what I'm going to do. I still loved it. Facts, big facts. One thing I ran into is I wanted to get my education. So having a job that allowed me the opportunity to get an education was a major key. I hate to tell some of y'all, but all the jobs allow you the opportunity to get an education. Some of the smartest and most brilliant men I know are in the infantry community. So you cannot tell me that the infantry is dumb. Some of the most brilliant men I know are in the infantry community. We get cats in here coming in with ASVAB scores above 90, wanting to get into the infantry field. So quit playing with me, telling me you from the outside looking in, the infantry is dumb. Some of the most brilliant men I know in the infantry community. I think it's funny when people tell me that the military in general is a backup plan. Let me spit some game at you real quick. How would you like to get paid first in the 15th? No matter what you do, you can get paid first in the 15th. How would you like to have food 3 times a day? No matter how broke you are, you got food 3 times a day. How would you like to have a warm bed, warm running water? No matter what you do, you have that available for you. How would you like to have the opportunity to go to school? All you have to do is get a C and it's free. And I'm talking college. I'm not talking like community college, which is an option, but I'm talking like you can go to Penn State. There's just a lot of opportunities out there. And, you know, it's just one of those things people don't think about. How would you like to have free medical, free dental, no matter what you do, that's going to come at you? Now, this is a job that's out there. You know what I mean? Like, there's an opportunity that is out there. And even after you have completed 4 years of that job, you're given the opportunity to go to a school that you're accepted to, mind you, because it is off your hard work. But you get to go to the school of your choice if you're accepted, 32 months, all paid. So much paid that you're going to get paid according to the zip code, the living expenses to rent your own apartment, so you ain't got to worry about that. Come on, clap for me now. Clap for me. Yo, that's the type of opportunity that people are calling a backup plan. Come on, quit playing with me now. I got an education. I got a 4-year degree. I'm about to get my MBA. I'm finishing it up over at Dayton University in Ohio. And I'm thinking of getting another MBA, potentially from Portland State, potentially from Oregon University, because I always dream of becoming a Duck. But, you know, Portland State got that green too, so it is what it is. But, yeah, man, quit playing with me. Quit trying to convince other people out there that whatever it is that they trying to do is nothing more than a backup plan. Because to me, whatever I just said sounds like the main plan. Sounds like the plan that yields the most results. Now, again, you don't join the Marine Corps for a specific job. You join because there's leadership. You join because you want to be part of a community that has the strongest bond. You know, we really do hold true to always faithful, Semper Fidelis. You join because you want to be courageous. You want to go outside your comfort zone. You want to live in that world of chaos and become part of the solution rather than just complaining. You want to do something. You want to be part of a group that has young men and women coming up with different ways to solve problems on the daily. Marines are critical thinkers. You know, we come in this office every day looking for the best and brightest, and we've seen some of them. Some of them are Marines right now. I hope that they listen to this, they can leave a comment and tell us their experience in boot camp and tell us their experience, how it is in the fleet and the different things that they have come across. I'm telling you, like, different experiences vary, but mine was very, very nice. So, yeah, I am happy to tell you that, look, no matter what you do in life, you got to do it right now. If you want the opportunity to join the Marine Corps, do it right now, because this adventure, so to speak, is a story that you're going to be, whether you serve 4 years, 20 years, it's a story that you're going to be able to tell at your 20-year high school reunion, and it's the one that's going to be relevant. I didn't want to have a normal story, so to speak. I didn't want to have the same the same product as everybody else. I didn't mind having to go through boot camp. I was built for this. I think some of y'all listening to this are built for this. I think some of y'all major built for this. I think some of y'all want this. Don't let the outside noise get louder than your own voice, because your voice is the only one that you should be listening to. But yeah, it is what it is. If you are interested in the Marine Corps, we got a lot of job opportunities. It's more than just being infantry. Like, there's like less than 20% individuals involved in the O3 community. Everything else is there to support it. Our jobs guaranteed in the Marine Corps. When you walk into the office, you go through MEPS and you become qualified. After that welcome aboard brief, depending on what you're qualified for, the availability based on that month that you're leaving for boot camp, yes, you can sign for that job that you wanted. Quit playing with me, man. Quit playing with me. I ain't trying to lie to you. I ain't got time for that. I want to serve with the best and brightest too. Yeah, so you don't have to be infantry if you come in. People come in all shapes and sizes. You ain't got to be the most fit, but you got to be able to want it. You got to be willing to go through it to get to where you want to be. Not everybody is built like a brick house. You know, some people have the bricks on the side of the road. We got to help you put them bricks one by one on top of each other till we build this house. We got you. That's what let the recruiters get you to where you want to be. Give us the opportunity. Give us the opportunity to, one, get you in shape. Two, get you some mental resiliency. I think that's my most important trait, my mental resiliency. Apart from my leadership, you can put me through anything. And one thing the Marine Corps has taught me is it taught me how to be uncomfortable. It taught me how to be comfortable being uncomfortable. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's a trait that you don't learn anywhere else than being around a bunch of men and women who are considered warriors by any opposing enemy. So make no mistake about it. Marines are professional warriors. Marines, if you look at the Spartans and how they did business back then, were pretty much the same thing. We don't have, we you know what, I'll say this. We got the greatest army. We got the greatest Air Force. We got the greatest Navy, Coast Guard. But ain't nobody messing with the Marines, you know what I'm saying? So that's my ones and twos right there. This is episode 3. Do we guarantee jobs? We guarantee jobs when you walk in and you're qualified. And based on the availability of that month that you're leaving for boot camp, you sign that statement of understanding. It goes up to MEPS one time. He asks you the same question before you leave the boot camp. You get to boot camp, they'll ask you again, is this the job that you signed up for? You say yes. It's all good, baby. It's guaranteed. So don't let the people out to fool you. I mean, some of these cats, they came in way back when. Although they associated and affiliated with the URA Marine Corps, they ain't living that life right now. And I'm living that life right now. So that's where we at. Again, if you got questions, down below, drop that question. And if you want to call us, feel free to blow the phone up. We'll pick up for you. We don't pick up for you, leave that message. We'll call you back. You want to hit one of my recruiters up in your respective area, I'll drop right down below. We got you. Yeah, man. Episode 4. We're going to go down the road regarding active and reserve. What is the difference, the benefits of active and reserve? I think there's a lot of individuals out there staying in their hometown who want to be Marines. Guess what? We got you, baby. Like I said, there's over 30,000 individuals who are in the reserve component of the Marine Corps. You can still be part of the elite. You can be a fireman and still be part of the elite. You can be a fireman and be a Marine. You can be on the police force and be a Marine. You can be a doctor and be a Marine. So there you go. Be a professional warrior. You ain't got nothing for me. I ain't got nothing for you. My name is GySgt Monk. I represent Gresham here in the state of Oregon. Got any questions, drop it down below. If you really want to get serious with us and get, stay tracking, you can subscribe. You can push that bell button. You'll hear us when we talk about episode 4, active reserve, baby. Anything else, I ain't got nothing. Yo, deuces. Thank you for listening. Yeah.